This morning, we are learning more about this CHP officer shot along Interstate 8 and still recovering in the hospital. His accused shooter could be just hours away from facing a judge for the first time. Thanks for joining us at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connor.
And I'm Neda Irampour. Glad you're with us here. We're going to get right to CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol joining us live outside the Hall of Justice downtown. You've been on top of these developments. What's the latest now?
Well, this morning we're learning more about the suspect who shot that officer. He's a 25-year-old San Diego native who goes to UCSD. Excuse me, not native, but he does reside in San Diego. He's a UCSD grad student studying physics, and this morning he's facing several felonies, including attempted murder of a peace officer. Now, we've been speaking in communication with CHP, and they say they're extremely grateful Officer Pacheco is alive and recovering, and it's all due to Good Samaritans who stopped to help him.
In our eyes, they're heroes. That's how I consider it. And you don't have to have any specific training, but they put their lives on the line.
Now we're learning more details of the events that unfolded leading up to this shooting. 25-year-old Yu Hao Du of San Diego crashed his vehicle on eastbound Interstate 8 of the 805 overpass. Officer Pacheco went to go check on that crash when Du allegedly tried to grab the officer's gun. One round discharged and struck the officer in the thigh. Now, as the struggle continued, several Good Samaritans driving by stopped to assist the injured officer by providing medical aid and restraining Du until additional law enforcement arrived. Du was arrested and is behind bars this morning. He's facing several charges, including attempted murder of a peace officer. Now, of course, we still have a lot of questions this morning as to why the 25-year-old suspect got into the struggle with Officer Pacheco after crashing his car. Of course, we're working for you to get some of those answers. He is expected to be in court today and will be covering his arraignment this afternoon here at the Hall of Justice. Now, as for Officer Pacheco, he is expected to recover potential surgery. We're being heard as well. He has a GoFundMe set up on CBS8.com. You can find that link. He's a father of two with a little one on the way. So if you'd like to help, you can access that there, as well as any further updates of this developing story. I'm Dana Marie McNichol, coming to you live from downtown San Diego.
Dana Marie, thank you. And this morning, authorities are looking for this man. Take a look here. This is 59-year-old Anthony Dwayne Siddle. They suspect he stabbed two women, killing one of them. Police think he fled to Mexico. Siddle, 6'3" tall, weighs 165 pounds, drives a 2018 gray Ford EcoSport with a Montana license plate. Police say Siddle knew the victims. It happened at a Mira Mesa home last Friday. 87-year-old Peggy Brandenburg died. Her 60-year-old daughter is expected to be okay. If you see Siddle, you are asked to call police.
A judge could issue a ruling as soon as today in a lawsuit against SDGE over high bills. Cal State San Marcos professor Kevin Kilpatrick sued the utility for price gouging and for emotional distress. He appeared in court yesterday. Dozens of supporters were outside carrying signs. He is now seeking $10,000 in small claims court. SDGE representatives are asking the case to be dropped. And we are working for you to get ready for a big change to how you will soon get your power. Those high power bills have many people amped up, but now you have another option, and the change will be happening in the cities of San Diego and Chula Vista. So a lot of people impacted here in the next couple days. CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us live in Chula Vista. Big changes coming our way, Chris.
Big changes coming starting on May 1st. That for the residents of San Diego and also here in Chula Vista. And what this means is that you will eventually be able to potentially lock into lower rates through San Diego Community Power. Now, for those of you at home who are hearing this for the first time, you may be wondering, well, what is San Diego Community Power? Well, they are a nonprofit energy provider that specializes in clean electricity and lower rates. And that sounds good, but a lot of people want to know, how does that work? Well, SDCP will take over buying power, feeding cleaner electricity into the grid instead of SDG&E. Now, by doing that, SDG&E customers will be automatically enrolled into San Diego Community Power and have the option on which one they would like to go with. From there really isn't much to do on your end. Some people may be asking, will it be more expensive? Well, according to the CEO of San Diego Community Power, the answer is no. She says the base plan is about 1% to 2% cheaper, and the base plan contains up to more than 50% of clean energy compared to SDG&E's 30%. Now, you could upgrade to 100% clean renewable energy, but that's an option for you. Take a listen.
No, it will be about 1%, 1 to 2% cheaper for the base plan. Now you can opt up, which we're encouraging. All our municipal groups, for example, have opted up to 100% clean energy, and that costs about a cup of coffee a month, so $2 to $3 a month difference. And that's an opt up feature. So you're not in Encinitas is enrolled in that. That's what they chose as a city.
Now, you can opt back in with SDGE. You can take that route. However, if you do that, you can't go back to San Diego Community Power for a year. Eric and Netta.
Chris Krill, thank you, Chris. Well, today is a special day for a group of heroes from World War II and the Korean War. They will take an honor flight this weekend.
In fact, moments away from getting on that plane, CBS 8's Jeff Zevely, photojournalist Scott Hall will be joining him on that flight. Right now, Jeff joining us live at the airport. Oh my goodness. Good morning, both of you, Scott and Jeff together. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Netta. Good morning, Eric. We watch you every morning. It's so funny to be on this side of the camera. Scott,
you're up early.
Scott woke up at 1:30 this morning organizing all the gear. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, and I am cleared for takeoff. This is awesome.
All right, I'm going to put Scott to work here. We only have a 2-minute live shot. We're about to board a chartered flight through American Airlines and fly to Washington, D.C. with 85 magical veterans who served this country in World War II and Korea. This is Holly. She's my wing woman.
Yeah, I will be your wing woman all weekend long.
So what do we have to look forward to here?
Oh my goodness. Well, we are going to see all these memorials that were built for these veterans' service and sacrifice. I mean, we're going to go to the Arlington National Cemetery, see the changing of the guard ceremony. We've got World War II, Lincoln, Korea, Vietnam, Air Force, Marine Corps memorials. I mean, it's going to be an amazing weekend.
Well, Holly, thank you so much. Everyone you see here is a volunteer. This trip takes $250,000 to pull off. The veterans pay nothing. They paid for this trip decades ago, and here's a hero right here. This is Gunnery Sergeant Gus Matero from Escondido, who served in the Korea War and World War II, and you were telling me that you're wearing this patch because a shell detonated in front of you and damaged your eye. Now, you never had heard of Honor Flight, is that correct?
I would say that again.
This is the first time you've been on an Honor Flight. You had never
yes.
even heard of the Honor Flight.
That's true.
So you must be tickled pink to think that you get to fly to Washington, D.C. with all of your buddies and have a great weekend.
Wonderful. I've been looking forward to this. However, I never was any place too long to get in on these.
Well, Gunnery Sergeant Matero, thank you for your service. I will see you on the flight. I'm going to make so many friends this weekend. I'm so excited. Scott and I will have mail call tonight at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. That's when these veterans, they open up 4,000 letters on the plane from loved ones and from strangers, all thanking them for their service. And Donna, how's the check-in going?
Check-in's gone perfectly, and we have lots of wonderful letters from the community thanking the veterans for their service.
And when are we wheels up?
Wheels up at 8 o'clock,
Okay.
8 a.m.
Sounds like I better get checked in with Scott. We've got a ton of gear. And we are ready to fly to Washington, D.C. with American heroes. Netta and Eric, toss it back to you.
Jeff, a ton of gear and a ton of stories about to unfold there. We know that you love good characters and love telling their stories. And guess what, buddy? You're going to be surrounded by a whole plane full of them, right?
I can't wait. Yeah, all morning long, it's just been, you get the goosebumps when you meet these heroes. So excited to meet them, spend the weekend with them. It's going to be life-changing for Scott and for me. Everybody's nodding, saying yes. Once you go on this trip, your life changes forever. And I'm going to go catch up with the vets right now.
Oh, this is amazing. Jeff, we cannot wait to hear what you come up with and all the stories that you learn while you're there. So thank you for bringing that to us. Thank you, Scott, for waking up at 1 in the morning. That is some dedication right there. They want to do a great job, and we know you will.
He's nodding. He's got it all squared away. Thank you, Scott.
There it is, the camera nod.
Right.
Thanks,
Have a
Jeff.
Good morning.
Oh, thanks.
Honestly,
Have a good
two
flight.
of our best journalists
Right.
we are sending there because we value those stories
Yeah.
that much, and we can't wait to bring those to you. Jeff, we're so excited to see what you're going to be experiencing there through the lens.
Life changing. He is right.